That was awesome.
Oh, man.
I was throwing a hammer.
You saw it here first, guys. Dildo darts on Ballbusters.
So Liz
dart up there.
Liz basically took Showtime to a new level. With that one right there. Because she went straight to the fast break offense and dunked it right in the old pooper here.
Yeah, that shows her
Liz,
experience. She's
Liz,
a real
I just
professional when it comes to this.
Liz,
She's
I
like,
just
"I
got
ain't
one
no
question
other
for you,
man."
Liz.
What's up?
Will you marry me?
Can I throw dildo darts at your bunghole every night?
That's part of the whole prenup. Yes.
Hey, I can see this, a fire, a candlelit dinner, Liz watching football, Danny, and dildo darts are flying. Man, I want to be at the wedding. I want to go to this wedding.
Dildo darts for everyone.
Big old hole in the side of the wall with Danny's butt just hanging out there.
I thought Saturn and Jupiter was a big deal, but
Roll into week 17.
Well, after that extravaganza with the dildo darts, I think we should talk about week 17, Danny.
Really? All right. I think there are more bets coming up, my lovely wife.
hey, Danny, just because she took your virginity doesn't mean you can marry her, okay?
You know how you get attached when your
That's
virginity
true.
gets
I just
taken.
want y'all
I
to know.
understand.
I got separation anxiety already.
Yeah.
Do you know how hard it
right
is
next
to
to
hold
you.
a
No,
cigarette
separation
with
from the dildo dart.
Wait, do you love the game or do you love Liz? Can you separate them? We'll get into that
I
later.
think he likes the dart.
He likes the dark. Let's get into these picks, guys. What are we doing this week?
All right, well, everybody knows this is the final week of the regular season, so a lot of things are hanging in the balance here. There's playoff positioning. There's teams fighting for their lives, like the Arizona Cardinals. You got
The Dolphins.
Brando's Miami Dolphins.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, there's some other teams that doesn't matter too much, you know.
Yeah.
Steelers are resting players. The Chiefs are resting players. So it's one of those weird weeks. Some games, it feels like a playoff atmosphere, where other games, it's like they're not even trying. You know, it's one of those weeks. But there's going to be a lot of good ones coming up here.
Are you still going to watch? Everybody still going to watch all the games?
No.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. Last week
Oh,
of Red
yeah.
Zone.
Yeah.
Last week of Red Zone.
And that's the thing too. Red Zone is the greatest program
Speaking
ever.
of red zone, how about that red zone defense from the Dolphins? We can talk about that later. But whoa. Speaking about
I'd
red
be
zone,
more
though, how about the
about that
brown
face
zone
mask.
invasion by Liz? Is it too soon? Too soon?
So usually with the Red Zone, the 1 o'clock games are usually the NBWs. They're usually the winners. You know, you get 9 or 10 classic matchups at 1 p.m. and then tails off a little bit. If you are. They
that's
maybe
what it looks
throw
like.
you a few games, 3, 4 games, but you know, there's now this
Something to do while you're napping later.
This is the complete opposite. This is the week where 4 o'clock games. You know, the NFL sets it up.
Yeah.
So the more meaningless or whatnot games are at 1 o'clock. They don't have a big ripple effect. No, that's the way they set it up.
Well, the fits
and then
are fine.
4 o'clock.
Yeah.
That is when it's due
Pound
or
time.
die, and it depends on what happens. You know, from the 1s
Yeah.
to the 4s, and then it ends with a great Sunday night game. That's pretty much a playoff game for the Washington football team, whatever you want to call them.
Yeah.
So, I mean, this is probably my favorite week of the year. This is hardcore.
It
I
is.
like this week.
This is wonderful.
Against the Eagles.
It's all across the board. They're going to have a good time with it. And to say that there's no meaningful games at 1 o'clock, Dallas
Just
is
less.
going. Yeah, but
Just
Dallas
less.
is going against the Giants. If Dallas doesn't win, the Washington game is pointless.
And the same for the Giants, though.
Well, no, if Washington loses, whoever wins that Giants Dallas game is in.
Well, then why is that not the number prime timer?
Well, because
Washington might not lose. That's what I'm saying. That's how the NFL
NFC
set that
least.
up. You know what I mean? So every game pretty much means something. They don't want to leave like games that
Yeah, they
don't mean nothing.
live the
at 4
rivals
o'clock.
late. Like Tampa Bay is going against Atlanta, and most times that would mean something.
Usually,
Yeah.
It would.
yeah. Maybe just a little bit seating reshuffling, but not too much. All right, so let's start it off with a barn burner. This might be your favorite one of the week, Todd. What do you think?
Oh, TB.
Jacksonville Jaguars going into Indianapolis Colts. Come on, Todd. Colts favored by 14. We got a 50 over-under here. What do you think? Just remember now, the Jags did beat them early on in the season. All right, now listen. The Colts here are fresh off a 24-7 lead at Pittsburgh, Liz, where they saw P. Rivers succumb to 3 Rivers as the Steelers stole an undeserving victory.
Yeah, we owned that second half.
They stole an undeserving victory.
They put Rivers on.
Your team, Liz. Yeah, just got away with another one. And Jacksonville is on the clock, buddy, looking ahead to their first overall draft pick. So expect those big cats to roll over for a tummy rub. All right, Liz, what do you think's going to go on here?
The Colts, come on.
No upset special.
No. Against Jacksonville?
They beat them earlier.
No.
Jacksonville's only win. Be careful.
Wait, did they win 1 or 2?
Jacksonville won 1 against the Colts.
Wow.
And the Colts just laid down.
This is the Colts comeback. They're gonna beat Jacksonville. Like, I'd put money on it.
This ain't betting time yet.
I'm going with the Colts. I'm going with Rivers. Rivers never disappoints 2 weeks in a row.
Okay. All right. Brando,
I don't agree with Rivers never disappoints 2 weeks in a row. But I probably would agree with him getting the win this week. I mean, I think minus the Steelers' defense putting him on his ass in that fourth quarter and just the defense just coming on live.
Second half team.
Coming alive. And I think but that's not going to happen. I don't think you're going to see the Jaguars pulling. I think it's going to be a pretty big victory for the Colts.
All right, we're all on Indy. Minnie, what do you think? Are you going to go the other way here? Crazy upset with your first pick here on Ballbusters?
I wish I could. I wish I had more reasons to like the Jacks in this game. Like I really do, because I can't stand Phillip Rivers. But and that's from the Chargers days, because I'm a Raiders fan. But I have to go with him. I think that he has enough weapons that he's going to be able to overcome. Even if they do pressure him, he has enough people to dump it off to. Yeah. And he's reading defenses really good these days.
Yeah,
I don't know how, because he's getting older. But either way, I think he's going to be able to do a good job. Enough, at least, to just whoop.
All right.
Oh,
and the dildo just fell.
That might be a sign for things to come. All right. So,
Peter,
we're all just
what
going
are
to
you
go
calling?
Indy. I can't keep my hands off of this.
Okay, so you're taking...
You taking Jags?
Yeah.
No. We're all taking Colts. Come on.
My husband would not take the Jags.
Yeah. Thank you, my beautiful
Good
wife.
job.
All right, we're going to keep it in the AFC South here. We got the Tennessee Titans going into Houston, all right? Titans favored by 7.5. This is a big over-under, 56.5. Going to be a lot of points. Titans are looking to rebound from their 40-14 beatdown Sunday night by Green Bay as they remain in first place in the AFC South, but a loss could possibly push them out of the playoffs and let Indy take the division. All right, now I have a special place in my heart for this final game, coached by Romeo Crennel. All right, He actually got the Browns to 10 wins in 2008. And Romeo, I hope you get the game ball and eat it too. All right, Minnie. What do you think? What are we going with here? Are you going with the Tennessee Titans, or do you think Houston might be able to pull off this divisional upset?
Like, the running game is gonna be key to me. I don't know why, but I think the running game is gonna be key because I don't think they both have enough to stop each other's running game. So I'm going with Tennessee though.
You got Derrick Henry.
Yeah, because
you can't stop that kid.
I think Houston doesn't have enough. And if it's gonna be a time game, like it's gonna be up to like who's gonna have possession for longer, that's your key right there.
You going Tennessee?
Yeah, I'm going Tennessee.
Time of possession could be a big play in this.
Exactly.
What are you thinking, Brando?
Oh, without a doubt, Tennessee. Is Watson starting though? Just for,
I'm pretty sure he's still.
Pretty sure he
yeah.
is. Yeah.
And it doesn't really matter. I mean, the Houston defense is so bad.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, Henry's could potentially have a career day.
Yeah, they're not going to get embarrassed 2 weeks in a row.
No,
that was a bad win Sunday night.
It was. I mean, and going up against Green Bay and
in the snow
like that. That's a classic. You're not going to. It would have been a amazing thing if Tennessee would have pulled that win out, but they're going to beat the Texans. And what is the playoff implications for Tennessee right now against Texas?
Tennessee has to win. Tennessee has to. Actually, Tennessee, I think, is a division champion right now. But if they lose, They could concede it to Indiana, maybe,
Yep.
if Indiana wins.
Yeah, there is
So,
some.
yeah, the biggest-
they need this win. Yeah.
The biggest one out.
Whereas
is-
the Texans are.
and I'm with you,
Not-
Brando.
Mhm.
I'm with you. I'm going to take Tennessee because for
I think you
one,
have to.
No, I don't have to.
What's
Wait,
happening
wait,
here?
wait.
For
Do you wanna take the Texans then?
strategic reasons, and that is Texans lose.
Okay.
Dolphins have number 3 draft pick.
All
right.
That's
All right.
true. That's true. That's true. There's a trade. We traded.
So they could actually make a wild.
We have the number 3
I
draft
know,
pick
but
anyway.
they could make a wild move for that trade for that pick. Pick up some wide receivers that they need,
Well, that's gonna happen.
and
either
maybe
way.
a running back.
Yeah.
And they can make some stuff go.
All right, Liz.
The Titans.
We're all on
Yeah.
the Titans here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
No
think
upsets. All
the
right.
defense on Houston, they're not going to stop Derrick Henry at all.
Nah.
All right. We're starting off slow. We're going with the favorites here. Look, let's try and shake it up now. All right, we
Shake
got
it up.
Atlanta.
So you're with Tennessee?
Shake it
Of
up.
course I am. Come on.
What did I mark you in down here?
So let's move on here. Atlanta Falcons going into Tampa Bay against your Succaneers. Tampa Bay favored by 6.5 with a 50.5 over under. All right. It was just back in week 15 that Tan Brady overcame a 17-0 halftime deficit to the Falcons and won 31-27, then followed it up with a blowout win over Detroit. All right. So pretty much you can expect them to rest, I would say, a considerable amount of starters against a Dirty Bird team that clearly is too stupid to fly north in the spring. Yeah, I mean,
I
come
know,
on.
but they're already in the South. Why would you need to fly north?
In
right?
the spring, it's too hot down here, Todd. You live in Orlando. I hate it here. God, get me out
That's
of
why
here.
they're the dirty birds. They know how to. Oh,
They stay
man.
dirty.
They know how to
Don't
choke.
worry about dirty birds, man.
All they do is choke.
That's
Choke in the dirt.
All right.
Yeah, exactly.
Liz,
Choke in the
catch
dirt.
me
Are you going with the
That's
favorite
accurate.
here? Is this one of your upset specials, Miss
No,
Taylor?
I'm going Tampa Bay. Like I said earlier, I think the whole Tom Brady to Gronk that's going to be key in the game. If he has no one else to throw to, he's going to go to his main man that he's been throwing to for 10 years, 9 years, 7, whatever. So, yeah, Tampa Bay.
All right, Lord of the Succaneers, Todd.
First of all, I think if he's going to get into a pinch, he's going to throw it. The big hands, Mike Evans.
Oh, yeah, Mike.
I mean, Mike Evans.
He'll probably be double teamed.
He's a stud. Tampa Bay is not losing. Atlanta, they're on the bottom end of shit. Tampa Bay wins.
The bottom end of shit is actually, if you look it up in Google Maps, it's a location. It's a tourist trap. The bottom end of shit.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I definitely won't go there. next
I
time.
just,
That's where
They have
Atlanta
a gift
is.
shop and everything. It's pretty amazing if you check it out.
I expect Atlanta to give us a fight, which they're going to do. But
And they're going to choke.
But to get to the bottom end of shit, you have
Like
to
they
go
always
through
do. Atlanta choke.
Painesville.
Atlanta's found every
You
reason
going with
to
the
lose a
upset,
game for the last
Brando? I
2.5
hear you
years.
talking.
Yes.
I think you're leaning towards those Dirty Birds.
Listen, I've jumped in the Dirty Birds corner too many times
You
this
have.
season.
I know. That's why I thought you were going to do one more time.
Trying
This
to
time
it,
it's going to
but
pay off.
Listen, for a passing threat like Tom Brady, I don't see the Falcons getting close to stopping that. Although I think last week they had a
You
good
seen my Madden game?
they had a good play, they had a good show from their secondary, but not this lineup. No, sir,
All
no,
right.
sir.
We're all keeping
No, sir, no,
All
sir.
right, we're all keeping
And
it across the board.
and Jones is out with a hammy.
He's like been out
So
for
you're,
like.
whoa.
And I think-
you're taking Jones out. So now you're taking.
I think
Atlanta?
Yeah,
I
but
think
you-
they're missing a cornerback too. I think Falcons also got a cornerback injury. They got a
Jones. So you're talking about Gurley. Jones is Tampa Bay's running back.
No, he's talking about Julio Jones.
Uh-oh, the whiskey's kicking in. The
I know,
eyes
but-
are starting to
But
close.
do you really think that Julio's that important when you got Ridley?
Yeah, Ridley's been on fire this entire season.
Well,
He's
Julio's been always.
he's
Julio.
in my
But-
fantasy.
He
Actually.
does good. He gets a lot of
But
catches.
Todd,
but never scores.
everybody's important. When you need multiple people to throw to, that's why you need that other person. You know, you can double team Ridley, but you can't double team Ridley and Jones.
Yeah, you need multiple targets
You
to
need
throw
multiple
these
targets.
That's
dildo
it.
darts
I
at,
call
you know?
garbage. I call garbage on that because if they were smart, they would go ahead and talk to, hey, Ray Lewis, why don't you come back and be our center linebacker?
Oh boy.
Ed Reed.
Maybe in the